I've been having these horrible thoughts about mom and dad. I've had them ever since dad left home, but they keep coming back and I can't stop them. I just can't get them out of my head. I've tried, but I keep seeing that huge collage of family photos in our front hall at home, stretching from the kitchen door to the back room. There is hundreds of pictures of all of us, going back years and years. Holidays, school photos, Christmases, birthday parties, all mixed together. A sort of family patchwork, a patchwork of memories. Lucky sleeping inside my pram. Lucky swimming with me. I used to stand there in the hall when I was little, gazing up at them, usually looking for me and Lucky. Now I can see them in my head. I'm looking at them now. There is lots of photos of mom and dad before they got married, before they had me. They look very, very young and happy. On a skiing trip together by the sea, just having fun. There is wedding pictures. Mom in a long white dress and dad all posh in a suit. Then I'm there with them. After that, they don't look quite so happy in the photos ever again. I always seem to be between them. First me, then Ellie. Since the day that left, I think I always known it, no matter what Dad told me the other day. I know that it was me that split them up. Me and Ellie, but mostly me, I think, because I was the first. I caused the split. I made that leave, not on purpose, of course not, but just by being there, just by being born. If Dad could only put things right with Mom, like he says he will, then I know I wouldn't have to have these horrible thoughts anymore. I hope he can. I so hope he can. I will cross my fingers if I could. I doze off and on, but I'm still here. I'm always still here, lying on my bed. People come and people go all the time. Marte pops in to see me sometimes, but he never stays long because he doesn't know what to say. He never talks about the accident. No one does. He never says a word about Lucky. No one does. But at least he gives me the football scores. Chelsea lost on Saturday to Arsenal, and Marty was over the moon. That's the only sad thing about Marty. He's an Arsenal fan. Then, Mrs. Stanley brought me some flowers when she came. Mom was there. Mrs. Stanley got you some lovely presents, Robbie, she said. Isn't that nice? You can talk to him if you like, Mrs. Stanley. I don't think Mrs. Stanley wanted to talk to me, not really. She cleared her throat. Well, Robbie, I hope you like the tape that we sent you. You better get back to school quickly, you know. You're missing a lot of lessons. I hadn't thought of that before she said it, and it made me feel like laughing, but I couldn't. Sometimes I seem to get muddled about who was here and when, and about who's still in the room. I think Mrs. Stanley must have gone because Mom and Gran and Ellie have been here for a while now, and they're not talking as if Mrs. Stanley is still here. Ellie's been moaning on about how I don't look after Pongo like I should, because she found him on the floor under the bed. And Gran keeps crying and sniffing and saying she can't help it. Mom's saying it will be time to go soon, and I'm dozing off again. Dad is here now. Only a short visit, he says. He has to get off to rehearsals. He's really happy. He tells me he's got another job in Panto. He's going to be one of the ugly sisters in Cinderella at the North Quad Theatre. on at Christmas, he says. You'll have to come and see me. So I've got a dad who's an ugly sister. Weird, or what? He whispers in my ear as he's going, I think I've got a nice surprise for you, Robbie. It will take a bit of fixing up, but when it comes, it will be the best surprise in the world. I promise you. Can't tell you what it is, or it won't be a surprise. The doctor says surprises are good for you. And the bigger the surprise, the better. This one could really wake you up, Robbie. That's what he says. This is a whooper of a surprise, a real whooper. I know at once what it is. Obvious. Him and Mom, they've got together again. And that is cool. Really cool. I've been lying here ever since he left, feeling so happy about it. I've been thinking that Dad shouldn't have said anything to me about the surprise, because now I guess what it is. It won't be a surprise, will it? And if it isn't a surprise, then it can't wake me up, can it? It hasn't worked so far. I mean, I'm still asleep inside my coma. Coma, funny word. Looks a bit like comma. Sounds like it too. Hope my comma is a comma and not a full stop. I'm not exactly frightened of the full stop. But I will miss everyone. Everyone at home, Marty, Chelsea, Zola. I will miss Zola a whole lot. Anyway, it will be great for Ellie if Mom and Dad have got back together again. When Dad left, she was always coming into my room and crying her eyes out, and there was nothing I could do or say to make her feel any better. So even if my coma doesn't turn out to be a full stop, and I don't wake up, at least Ellie will be happy again. That would be cool. Don't know why Mommy hates me saying that so much. Cool is really cool. Tracy says it a lot too. She said it just a moment ago when she came in to give me a bed bath. My best time of the day. I get to feel so fed up sometimes. And then Tracy comes in and she's always happy and cheerful and chatty. Bed bath, Robbie. Oh, look at the lovely flowers Summer brought you. Here, smell them. And she wafts them under my nose. Tracy's the best. Really cool. I only like flowers that smell nice. Don't see any point in flowers if they don't smell. So, Robbie, I hear you've got an ugly sister for a dad. He was telling me that what he wants most in all the world now is for you to come and see him in the panto at Christmas. That gives you just 5 weeks to wake your ideas up and get yourself out of here. Now that I want to see you go, you're a good company. You know what I like about you, Robbie? You never complain. But then, I suppose, you are the one patient I want to complain. The day you wake up and complain, you'll be on your way out of here. And that will make everyone really happy, especially me. She chats on and on all the way through my bed bath. By the way, Robbie, your mom rang up. She's coming in to see you again this evening, and she's bringing someone else with her. She didn't want to say who. Your gran, I suppose. She's lovely, your gran. Please, not gran again. She'll only sniffle. I mean, I love her a lot. She's the coolest gran anyone will ever have. A real wizard on computer games, and she makes great pancakes. But she sniffles and she smells all powdery when she kisses me. She's been kissing me quite a lot lately. Everyone has, except Tracy. And I sort of wish you will. I like Tracy. I mean, I get fed up hearing all about her troubles with Trevor, the nerd, and all about her diet. But at least she talks to me like I'm listening, like I'm really alive, like I'm going to stay alive. There, that's your bed bath done, Tracy says. That should make you feel a little better. And she's gone. I want so much to thank her because I do feel better. I feel fresh now, not sticky anymore, no so manky. And anyway, I always feel better when Tracy's around. From her voice, I made up a picture of her in my head. She's about 30 and she sounds very pretty. She's tall, I reckon, and she's got dark hair. And she has a nose ring. I don't know why, but I'm sure she's got a nose ring. I'll see for myself one day. See how right or how wrong I was. Not that it matters, she's cool anyway. Mums come in again, like Tracy says she would, but Grant's not with her. No powdery kisses. There is someone else. Robbie, I brought someone in to see you. It's all right, Mr. McAllister. You can talk to Robbie. He will hear you. Robbie? Robbie! Not a voice I know. Not a name I know. I just had to come to say how sorry I am. My name's Ian McAllister. It was me that knocked you down. Ever since it happened, I've been wanting to tell you, to explain, just to say how terrible I feel. And then your mom rang me, and she said it might help if I come to see you. You feel terrible? How do you think I feel? It all happened so quickly. One moment there was your dog running out into the road and that other car hit it. And then you were there, right in front of me. I saw you too late, Robbie. I tried to stop, I really did. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He sounds Scottish and he sounds upset. Very, really unhappy. Robbie, Mr. McAllister has come all the way down from Scotland to see you. What do you want me to do, Mom? Do you want me to dance a Highland fling? Do you want me to wake up and say thank you? Okay. Thanks for running me over, Mr. McTingling. I'm so angry. I'm turning up inside. I'm thinking, if you hadn't been driving along in your silly car when I ran out, then I wouldn't be here, wouldn't I? I mean, what are the brakes for? Robbie, if I could turn the clock back. He's taking my hand. He sounds as if he's got a mustache and a very short haircut. He sounds kind too, and honest. He's saying what he feels, and suddenly, I'm not so angry with him anymore. I've got kids of my own, Robbie, a bit older than you. And do you know what? I don't even dare tell them about what I've done. Back home, I can't look folk in the eye anymore. He's not crying exactly, but his voice is very wobbly. I didn't know what to bring you, but your mom told me how you love your football. So I brought you a footy for when you get better, okay? Just, you get better now, Robbie, so you can wake up and give it right a good kick. And you can maybe give me a right good kicking and all for putting you where you are now. Will that be okay? Cool, I'm thinking. He's petting my hand. I'm off now. See you, Robbie. Mom's showing him out. Thanks for coming, she said. Listen, Mrs. Ainsley. I will do anything at all to help. And thank you for letting me come. I feel so terrible about this. It was an accident, a dreadful accident, no one's fault. The police said you were driving slowly and safely. It just happened. All that matters now is to get Robbie better, and your coming here might just help him bring him around. Anything to stir him up, to make him feel angry, that's what the doctors told me. And thanks for the football. He is gone, and now I'm alone with Mom again. She's come to sit beside me. She's upset at me for not waking up. Please, Robbie, for the God's sake, for my sake, be angry. Be angry at him. Be angry at me for making you take Lucky out for his walk. Shout at me. I won't mind. Just say something. Say cool if you like. Shout it out 1,000 times and I won't mind. I won't ever mind again, I promise. She's crying and I want to wake up so she'll stop. I don't want to shout at her. I want to wake up and hug her. I reckon I've had half a dozen doctors to see me, all looking after different bits of me, my head, my brain, my leg, but mostly I have Dr. Smelly Breath. He's here now, pulling back my eyelids and breathing his garlicky breath all over me. Mom keeps asking him questions which he doesn't want to answer. Is there any chance, doctor? What about brain damage? Has the swelling inside gone down? Doctor, how long? And he got just like here, like this. When Dr. Smelly's breath finishes all his poking and prodding, they go outside together. So I never hear the answers. It's me you are talking about, not you. Me, my head, my brain, my life. Don't I have a right to know what's going on? In between my dozings off, all I can think about is that big surprise. Mom never let on anything about it, but that's cool. She wouldn't, will she? After all, it is a secret, isn't it? Traces come bouncing in. All along, are we, Robbie? She's bending over me. I've got news for you, she whispers. You were the first person I've told this. See this, Robbie? Silly question, Tracy. Because, of course, I can't see. My ring, Robbie. Just a cheap ring for now. We'll get the proper one later. Trevor, he's only asked me to marry him. Isn't that great? Isn't it cool? Cool, Tracy. Yeah, really cool. Robbie still fighting for life. A month ago today, Robbie Ainsley was knocked down by a car outside his home in Tiverton. He suffered serious head injuries and a broken leg and has been in coma and on a life support system at Wonford Hospital ever since. Doctors say that the longer he remains in coma, the less likely he is to make a full recovery. His mother, Mrs. Jenny Ainsley, said today, Robbie is fighting to stay with us. The doctors and nurses are doing all they can, and we, his family and friends, are all praying and hoping. We have to believe the best. We have to believe he will come through this.